was the drunkest guy in the room, and he was single. And I found him a girlfriend that night, and she was probably the drunkest female in the room. And it was perfect. It was a match made in heaven. They loved each other.
So,
Nonstop.
so when are you coming to Arizona again?
I think we're coming to Arizona this summer sometime. I think we have a show somewhere, maybe Phoenix area.
Oh, why do you do the summertime?
I know when it's a
I,
thousand degrees.
oh my God, I saw you last year. You're great. That was a great show last year.
Thank you. I
And,
appreciate it.
and dumb, stupid admission, but I had to skip out halfway through the Cole Swindell part of it. Well, the whole time I was there, I parked in the wrong spot. So I'm watching Restless Road. I'm like, why? Thinking to myself, like, why is this whole parking lot empty? And I'm thinking, I'm going through the phone here. I'm like, I'm in a restricted area. I'm like, oh shit. So now I'm like watching Restless Road. They were great. Watching you, and I'm just kept looking. Should I go? Should I go? And finally, if I got halfway through Coastal, I'm like, I got to get out of here. And
Yep, or you get towed or something.
that's all I kept thinking the whole time is, how is this going to happen? But yeah, that's my life in a nutshell.
Well,
Right
at least
there.
you got to see my show, so that's awesome.
That was very, very good, man.
Yeah.
What I was one last, so the interaction you have with fans. Like I said, you phoned up one of the kids on the phone. Like, is that all? I won't say authentic, but is that all? Like you like have a song where you're going to do that, or do you just like scope out the whole stage and say, wait, that's something real cool. Stop the music, guys. Let's check this out.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's just that. I'll kind of scope the crowd and, try to find something going on to where I can just make it different, than just singing songs back to back. I don't know, I just try to make it fun. So there's always somebody in the crowd or something happening in the crowd where it's like, all right, we can talk about this, we can make this a moment. And, there are some nights where there's not,
How do you
but
how do you force it?
I don't force it. So if there's nothing there, there's nothing there, right? And it's just like it is what it is. But for me, we play the same show every night. We can change things up. We may add some songs, but it's still the same thing night in, night out. So I try to find something, even for me, just to make it a little bit different, where I can go, all right, that was fun, that was cool. And usually translate good over to the crowd. The crowds enjoy those fan moments.
What's like the coolest thing that like you've come across while you're looking out there?
I mean, there's a lot of things, dude. Like, there's been several times I start talking to a couple and say their son or daughter is overseas, fighting for the country, and hey, actually get to like FaceTime them or send them a video or something from a stage. Like, that's a really cool thing to do. And I tell you what's really fun is when you can find the drunkest person in the crowd and start talking to them. Hey, you get some crazy conversations going like that.
Best one yet. What's the best city for drunken conversations?
Oh my gosh! It's a
Phoenix.
country concert anywhere. They're all getting drunk. But we've had some good ones. We had one the other night. This guy, hey, he was the drunkest guy in the room, and he was single. And I found him a girlfriend that night, and she was probably the drunkest female in the room, and it was perfect. It was a match made in heaven. They loved each other. It was awesome. Crowd loved it.
And you get feedback from that on social media, or like these guys text you or DM you or just tag you and say, hey guys, hey, remember us?
Oh, 100%. I get all of it. They'll DM me the next day or something like, man, I'm sorry I was so drunk, but that was super cool. I appreciate that. Da, 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 da. And, they'll show up in the comments. Like, I forget the names or not, but say a guy's name's Ryan or something. I call him Rowdy Ryan or whatnot. Hey, everybody from the show starts commenting, Rowdy Ryan, he was this, he was that. And then he'll actually find his way in the DMs or in the comments as well and start talking. And it's just cool. It's a cool way to interact with people and entertain people other than just singing song, 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 song.
Hey, the other day I woke up, I thought it was like great. Woke up, looked at my phone, and said, Dylan Scott started following you on Instagram. I'm like, oh wow, cool. He knows who I am. Then
Yeah,
look, and
man.
it's like underscore, 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 underscore. I'm like, wait a minute, he wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, there's
Then
some
it's
crazies
like,
out there, dude. There
then
are
it's
some crazies.
then I was like, hey, it's a private account. So okay, maybe I'm in the inner circle now. So I'm like, maybe not. So do you get
Yeah,
that a lot, or is that a lot of people just try to
absolutely. Like, I've had husbands, grown men, 60, upper 60s, DM me saying, hey, dude, you got to quit talking to my wife. now. Like, we're fixing to have problems. I'm like, bro, I promise you, I am not talking to your wife. I'll even go look at like I'll do some deep diving on the couple and go, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no way in what world we live in that would ever happen, you know. But it's kind of scary sometimes, man. You think about it. Some of these people that believe that stuff, they think they're really talking to you, or say talking to their wife or something. Hey, what if they showed up at a show? You know, it's like, hey, dude, that is not me. That is somebody overseas somewhere behind a computer screen scamming people for money. So I don't know.
Oh, so
Don't believe the stuff.
one of those guys may be the guy who invites you to go hunting next time you go.
Yeah,
So
yeah, might be.
you have to alter that somehow now, or
The hunting stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to be a little careful. We do a deep dive on people if I don't know them. But for the most part, I mean, most everybody's just good, fun people. So but you do have to check it out. You got to see where you're going and who you're going with.
I just had Easy Does It go on continuous loop now since probably by 8 o'clock this morning. So
Yeah,
I had an extra 3 hours to listen to it now. So how cool is that to have the third album out now, right?
yeah. Third album. It's really cool, dude. This album, Easy Does It. It's really a continuation of everything I've been doing. I just like to say it's the lyrics a little more mature, the sounds a little more mature, but it's still the same concept as far as songs go. The love songs are there. There's some breakup songs. There's the life songs. But you know, um, I'm a little bit older than what I was when I put my first and second album out. So you want to stay consistent in who you are as far as your music goes, but at the same time, I think it's a more mature lyric.
So what determines like when it's coming out? Because I remember a lot of the songs. This town's been too good to us. Top of my head, I'm trying to think of two more I can't think of right now. But what determines like when it's going to come out now in May and not like 3 months ago or 4 months ago? How does that all play out?
Yeah, that stuff's way over my head. That comes down to record labels and management companies. So my record label and management, I mean, they kind of get together. There is a strategy to it. Right now we're out on tour playing some big venues that I'm headlining on the Country Till I Die tour, and there's just a lot kind of going on right now. Just came off two number ones, and so it's just kind of like, hey, there's a lot of stuff going on. Let's put this album out in the middle of all this, while all the noise is up and everybody's talking. So I don't know. There's a lot of strategy to it. You look at other artists and go, well, we don't want to put an album out the same day that somebody else does. So you kind of look and see everybody's timeline, everybody's schedule, and you just kind of land on a day and go for it. But there's more to it than that. Like I said, I just write music and record it and play it, and that's about as smart as I get when it comes to all this. So they handle all that.
Now, is there any like similarities to like songwriting, recording, as there is probably in the workout, where you like maybe after 3 or 4 months your workout gets maybe I don't say stale, but like now it's time to switch it up a little bit, maybe a little more, I guess, heavier, less reps, and at the same time maybe even your music, like you know what, we maybe we need to change things up a little bit this time. We're gonna change the scenery, change the venue, or is it just like let's just keep doing what we do good and just stick to the formula?
Yeah, I mean, I think the core of it is kind of like when you're working out with the music as well. You got to stay true to what works, right? You know it works. You know it's going to grow. You know it's going to build you. And but at the same time, you're right. You kind of get people. You get a little bored here and there doing the same thing over and over again. So you try to do something a little different, like you said, either going heavier or let's go lighter. Let's do more reps and lighter way, right? Same thing with the music. I feel like if you do the same thing over and over and over again, it's just kind of boring. So yeah, we try to change things up a little bit, whether it's on the road on our set list, changing our set list up to make things different, or a different type of song we're going to record, just to keep things fresh. But the core of it's still the same. Like I know what we need to say and what we need to do. Let's just do it in a fun way, different way.
Now, do you have a say in how many songs go on an album? Like, I think there's about 12 on this one, as opposed to
Yeah,
like
I think there's
37,
11 on this album, I believe. Maybe 12. Can't remember.
but as opposed to like a
Um,
37 song Morgan Wallen. Is there like,
yeah. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do it. My opinion of it is just that's a lot of songs, you know. And the way the listeners are these days, including myself, where I listen to music is, I don't really go through and just run a whole album down. It's a lot of time that we don't really have. So it's kind of a one song basis thing for me. That's what I've been doing for the past 2 years, just releasing a song at a time every 2 to 3 months, and it's been working really well for us. But yeah, I like the shorter albums, man. Just kind of quick and easy, and give them what they want, and hey, let's go work on something else and keep delivering.
Mhm. Are you leaning out a little bit, or
I am.
what's the
Yeah.
what's the inspiration behind that? What's
I don't know, man. You know what I did? Here's what I did. Last July, I was, because I've been working out since I was like hard since I was 18 years old, like religiously. And last July, I was just like, man, I'm burnt out. Not necessarily in the workout program, but just burnt out. Like I'm just tired, touring all the time and being a daddy and going to baseball games and gymnastics and just all the stuff life throws at you. And I literally told myself, I said, you know what? I'm gonna slow down for a minute. I'm gonna slow down, take a little break in the gym, and never would I have thought I would have taken like a 6, 7 month hiatus from the gym, but I did. And through that, I wanted to see like what my body would do because I'm 34 now, right? Like kind of getting up there in the age where the metabolism starts slowing down, and I just wanted to see what my body would do. Would I gain weight? What would happen? And I actually lost weight, which for me I was fine with. I remember my wife, she looked at me, she goes, "You're looking skinny." And as a guy, it's like that's the
oh
last thing you want to hear, I'm like, come
oh
on, babe,
you weren't
But
smiling when she said that though, were you?
what's that?
You weren't smiling when she said that, were
Not really. I
you?
wasn't. I was like, what? Looking skinny? But I mean, yes, I was looking skinny. But at the same time, I kind of took it as a compliment because hey, that's kind of what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what my body would do. Right? Not going to the gym every day, not lifting. And I didn't really change my diet up very much. Like I didn't do nothing crazy. I just kind of just lived life as to see what would happen. And yeah, lost weight, stayed cut, I didn't nothing crazy, but um, I wanted to see what I did, and it was cool. I liked it. So I'm back in the gym now. We're building it back. We put some on, but I don't know, man. I've been too big, in my opinion. Not like bodybuilder big, but I'm not a huge guy. I'm like 5'10", and so I kind of like the more trim, skinnier version of me. To be honest with you, like I still look good, I still look fine, but the bulkiness that I was putting on when I was younger is like I kind of like the skinnier version.
Did you drop shirt sizes at all, or
Oh yeah, 100%. Went from a large to a medium. Yeah.
the jockeys fit a lot better now, or
Yeah, I mean, it actually, I like it. I like it, the smaller, but I have noticed since I've gotten back in the gym and doing my thing, it didn't take long. I mean, obviously muscle memory, it's there,
right.
especially after all those years of me being in the gym, but it didn't take much. And now the mediums are a little too tight and I'm kind of back in the large, but it's kind of that weird spot of like, I'm almost filling the sleeves out of the large, but not quite like I was. It's like, maybe I should put the medium back on. And then I'm asking my wife, do I look like I'm wearing a shirt from Baby Gap right now? Like, check it out. I don't want to walk out of the house looking like that guy. So I don't know. It's one of the struggles of it, but I feel better. I feel good.
Well, what was day one like? What was your first workout like? What did made you say? Really long question, but like say I'm gonna start tomorrow, and here's what I'm gonna start doing going forward.
Yeah. So when I started back, like I didn't go back in there super heavy like I was doing, like just super crazy long workouts. I started slow, started lighter weight, and just really just kind of took my time and just got back in it. Maybe did like a 30-minute workout instead of a 45 to an hour. And I did that for about a week or so. And then I just started working my way up. And then I don't know, after a couple of weeks, I started feeling good, right? Like, I'm gonna throw some weight around. So I started upping my weight and now I'm just back to my regular workouts. I don't know. I'm not as committed as I was. Like it ain't every single day. Like when I was on the road last year and prior years, hey, every day I'm out here, I'm going to find a gym and doing this. And it's kind of been healthy for me a little bit. I know I do love being in the gym and I love working out, but, you know, not going every single day. Maybe instead of going 5 days a week, maybe I'll go back to 3 days a week right now. And I'm still getting the results I want. I still feel good. And I don't know. I've been enjoying it like that. So we'll see what happens.
Did you feel different in any way, or like I'm not hitting the gym, like something like any sluggishness, any like I don't feel as tight or I don't feel as ripped as I once did, or was there any like
Yeah.
maybe I should get back in there sooner than I want to, or
I mean, mentally, like in my mind, as a mind thing, I was like, I need to be in the gym. I need to be going every day like I was because I feel like if I'm not, then I'm doing something wrong. And I could be. I know there's a million ways to do things. And look, at the end of the day, I don't know everything about it. I just know that, hey, this is what I did and it worked for me and I felt good and I felt like I looked good and whatnot. But mentally, there's parts of me that go, oh man, I need to go to the gym today, or I'm slacking, or what's going on. But I don't feel different. I don't feel bad when I don't go. Like I said, I've been working out 3 days a week, maybe four, but most of the time three. And I still feel great. Like I feel fine. And we're still looking good and feel like I'm building muscle still. So I don't know. I mean, I know after a while you're going to hit some kind of plateau.
Mhm.
So then I may have to bump it up a little bit and do the whole deal. But right now it was almost like a test
so
to see what my body would do and how we got back going and where we are. So it's cool.
what is your diet like? How'd you stay it that way? Because I miss 1 or 2 days, I'm already up 3 pounds regardless.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like my metabolism, I was very happy with it. Like it's still good right now. Now it may slack off for the next year. Who knows when I turn 35? But I just try to. I've never been the type that's just like counting my macros and all that stuff. I've thought about it. I've studied up on it and whatnot. But just my lifestyle and the way we go, 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 go all the time, it's really tough. Um, but I try to eat clean, right? Try to eat clean. But at the same time, hey, if I feel good and I feel like I look fine, instead of having a cheat day, hey, I may have a cheat meal every other day or so to see what's going on. But it's not a crazy diet right now. Like I said, I don't know if it's just my metabolism, don't know if it's just how much we are going right now, which is keeping my body and just burning all the stuff we're burning, but being on stage every night, burn as many calories we're burning. But it's there's some junk food in my diet, but at the same time, I'm also mindful going, all right, we're going to do this. And hey, the next meal's got to be this. We got to stay clean, got to do the whole deal. So, like I said, I don't know the right answer. I just know right now the way my body's working. Yeah, no. Do I have just the chiseled six pack of just, if I was really eating clean? No, but it's still there. And in my mind, I'm okay with it.
So name names. What is it? M&M's, Taco Bell? Is it what's the
Yeah. We've the go-to after show food for us, not my choice, it's just kind of the way it works out, is a lot of pizza, right? But instead of indulging in like six, seven, eight pieces of pizza, I mean, I may have like two pieces or something like that. So that's another thing too. It's like I feel like the older I'm getting, I'm not staying as hungry as I used to be. And that could be also that since July of not working out and getting back into it, I just, when you're working out, I feel like you stay pretty hungry, right? And so since I've gotten back into lifting, and obviously, yeah, I can tell like, okay, I'm a little more hungry than what I was and whatnot. But I don't know. I don't know.
So did you have to find, I guess, another outlet, I guess, to make up for the time that you're not using in the gym?
Not really, dude, because we had so much going on. That was kind of part of the problem. Is just I was once again having to make time to go to the gym, and it was very inconsistent. I may go at 6 o'clock in the morning. I may go at 6 o'clock at night. It may be 9 o'clock at night some nights where I could go, or midday, and it was all over the place. And it just got to a point with the way we were touring last summer. Like I said, my kids and everybody needing this and needing that, and it just got to a point where it's like, man, I'm struggling to fit this into my day, unfortunately. And I really just need to take a break. And so I was still busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with not working out, there's nothing I traded off for that. It was like, no, it was like, it honestly put more time in my day to just, I don't know, be a little stress free. So, yeah, it was good.
So with all that busy schedule, where do you find the time to start up a trash hauling business? And
Yeah, that was part of it. I don't know, man. COVID hit, and when COVID hit, I couldn't play music, so I went back to Louisiana with my wife. We're from the same town. We just hung out for a while, and I had a buddy who was working offshore, and he was laid off at the time, and we were just looking around our town and going, man, there's a need for something. People are griping about their garbage and their trash pickup. And I said, dude, let's just start our own little business, you know? And that's what we did. Never thinking it would turn into what it's turned into, but started it with a pickup truck and a dump trailer. And now we are 4.5 years later, and we've got 12,000 residents and 9 garbage trucks and 30 something employees. And it's just kind of crazy how it's turned into what it's turned into. But just a fine example of what I was talking about a while ago, just how, yeah, used to I had a lot of time in the day because I didn't have all this stuff. You know, we were touring, but,
Mhm.
you know, kids were younger, wasn't baseballing yet and all this. And so, yeah, the working out thing was, hey, easy, dedicated to it, man. Always had time for it. But now it's, hey, trash business and the music business and daddy life and, you know, being a husband and doing the honeydews and still trying to find time to do stuff that I want to do, you know, like go hunting and then find the time to just relax a little bit and take a breather. And it's a lot.
Have you had time to watch a Netflix show or anything like that? Or
I don't ever watch TV. Now I will if my wife comes to me and says, I really want to watch this you know, like we watched Yellowstone and we watched Game of Thrones and some other series like that. I will watch those, no doubt. But I mean it's 9 o'clock at night, kids are in the bed. Hey, we finally go get time. We go get in the bed and we watch these ourselves. But like on the road, like right now, or when I'm home from the road, yeah, there's no watching TV, just me. It's got to be like me and my wife at night, chilling down, going to bed.
are you hands on with the hauling?
Well, not hands-on because it's in Louisiana, right? So, but as far as, I mean, I'm on the phone every single day with my business partner and talking about this. And I went out to Vegas last week for the Waste Expo. So we was out there, you know, seeing everybody at the expos, going to dinners, shaking hands, and I try to be as hands-on as possible. But you know, being as far away as I am from Louisiana, it's really just phone calls and texts and just making sure everything's good. But my business partner Jordan, one of my really really good friends, man, he's awesome. He's the one. He's running ship over there, dude.
Did you ever see yourself doing that at all? Going from a U.S. tour, world tour to hey, I'm going to be at a waste management convention in Vegas.
Did I ever see
Yeah,
that? Is that what
was
you're
that ever in the
saying?
cards, or do you ever see that?
No, not one bit, not one bit. But it's been very enjoyable. I love the music. I love touring. I love the music business. I love what I do. But it really is cool to have something else to get your mind off of it for a minute and think about another business and watch it grow and do the thing. So it's been good for me. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed learning the waste business. And I mean, who knows? We may stay in this the rest of our life or the next 10 years. I don't know, but it's a lot of fun. Meet some really good people.
Now, one of the other stats I saw is I think Spotify 4 billion streams you have right now. Can you wrap your head
Yeah,
around that number? Or
not really, man. I mean, we did total last year. We did 1 billion streams last year total, which is my biggest year yet as far as streaming goes. 1 billion in one year. And that's wild to me. I told him, I was like, man, I wish 1 billion streams was $1 billion in your dang bank account. That'd be pretty awesome, right?
yeah,
But what it is, even though it doesn't equivalent to a lot of money, it's still 1 billion streams. That's still a lot of people who listen to your songs 1 billion times. Like, and so that's the ones showing up to the shows, and we've seen it this year. I mean, I'm headlining some of the biggest rooms I've ever headlined right now. Last night was we played in Estero, Florida, in an arena, and it was the biggest headline show I've ever done in my life. So it's just cool that we've done. I've been doing this a long time, and I honestly feel like man, we're just getting started. Like it's just now kind of hitting right this second, even though we've been doing it for 12 years now. So it's really cool to see.
can you spot when you're looking downstage? Can you spot the fans that have been with you since day one, as opposed to the guy who just heard of you like a day or two ago?
Yeah, I mean, after a while, you start recognizing faces who show up a lot, but it's hard to know, oh, is this your first time seeing us, or if you've been to 20 shows, even if I've never seen you before, because man, they're fired up, dude. They're singing all the songs, and I like to ask people when I meet them, like, hey, is this your first show? And when they're like, yeah, this is our first show, but I've been listening to you forever, blah, blah, blah. So it's hard to know if it's their first time. But you'll know if you look in the crowd and just see some guy just standing there like this, looking like, yeah, it's probably his first time. He has no idea. But there's not really much of that going on anymore. It's like everybody's showing up and showing out and singing the music and having a good time.
Well, do fans travel a lot from show to show?
Yeah, I mean, I met a couple last night. We're in Florida all week this weekend, so tonight's our second night. Tomorrow will be the third night of the run, and I met some people last night. It's like, hey, we're coming to all three shows, and I'm like, that's awesome. You know, like that's it's kind of crazy at the same time, but it's like, man, that's awesome that y'all do that. So I don't know. I tell them too. It's like you might get. I mean, it's going to be the same songs. I'm going to try to make the show as different as I possibly can. Like, oh, we don't care. We love it. We just want to hear all the songs. We want to see it. We want to follow it. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, you buying a T-shirt at every venue too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That helps. Just keep it going. If I'm not mistaken, you also have a coffee shop too?
Yeah, we started a coffee shop with my little brother, who is my guitar player on stage. He's the one with the long hair. It looks like Jesus playing a guitar. But he's 3 years younger than I am. Didn't go to college, graduated high school, moved to Nashville just to play in my band. And he's so good, man. He's such a good person. And we was out in LA a couple of years ago. And I don't know, sometimes I'm just like, kind of feel guilty. It's like, man, little brother just left it all to play guitar for me, you know? And I got to thinking about it. I was like, man, you need some ownership in something. Like, besides when somebody's like, hey, what do you do? Well, like, oh, I play guitar for my brother. Like, no, we need something else. And so he loves coffee, him and his wife both. And so he's in a coffee shop in LA, and I was looking around. I looked at him. I said, you want to open a coffee shop? He's just like, oh, I'd love to open a coffee shop. I was like, well, let's open a coffee shop together. And so we did a little over a year ago, right outside of Nashville in Hendersonville. It's called Drip's Coffee Shop. And hey, man, they've blown it up over there. They've got a good thing going. And I don't know, it's just cool. It's cool to see him in the business, like learning business itself, learning how to do this and do that other than just playing guitar. So he's enjoying it. I'm having fun watching him do it. And I don't know anything about coffee, so don't start asking me how to do a coffee shop and make the coffee and stuff. But he knows it to a T.
Was it your music on continuous loop over the speaker?
No, no. They were playing. I don't really know what all they play everything in the coffee shop. But what's cool to me is he'll call me or text me or just like today. We was hanging out on the bus and he got off the phone. He's like, yeah, the girls at the shop said there was some a family from the UK that just came into the coffee shop because they were fans of yours and just wanted to check it out, you know. And so we see that a lot. See a lot of the fans when they come to Nashville, they'll go out to the coffee shop, check it out, and that's pretty cool, you know.
What do you have merch? I'm sure you have merch there.
Well, I don't have merch personally. I probably should. I probably should put some Dylan Scott merch there, but we got some coffee shop merch, you know, some Drips Coffee Shop T-shirts and hats and stuff. But
Way at the top of my
yeah,
head. But what advice would you give to someone to say, hey, just don't keep all your eggs in one basket and you spread yourself out a little bit?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't try to give advice because I think everybody's life's different. And if I gave advice on like, oh, this is how you should do things, then I may be messing somebody up because the way that, you know, my career has gone could be totally different than the way, you know, somebody else's career could go. I mean, they could blow up really quick where it took me a long time to get where I'm at. So I try not to give them advice. I just try to tell them, hey, this is how I did it. This is what I do. Um, Take it with a grain of salt or take it to heart, whatever you want to do. But here's how I got to where I am, and here's how I view things and look at things and how I do it, and you know, take what you want out of it. But I do try to help as many people as I can. I mean, I never had that one person when I came to town like take you under their wing, go, all right, come on, buddy, I'm gonna show you. Let me show you the ropes a little bit. And I always told myself if I ever got to a level to where I could do that and help a younger artist or anybody out that I was going to. And I have. There's been several guys come through and girls and, you know, just try to give them a helping hand if I can.
Last question I do have is, have you been hunting lately since last time we spoke?
Yeah, I mean, I hunted. It's turkey season right now. It's about to end. I have not got to go turkey hunting this year, which is crazy, just as busy as we've been. But this past season, I did a lot of deer hunting, this last deer season, and no luck this year. But that's okay. That's part of it. I love being out in the outdoors. I love being up in a tree, and it's my therapy, man. It's how I kind of get back right with just everything going on and feel good about myself. It's just, hey, take a breather and head out to the woods by myself and get up in a tree and just a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting, a lot of gratefulness as I sit up there and just think about life itself. So hunting's my therapy. But yeah, no luck this past season.
And with that, what is the grill? What is the Dylan Scott grilling specialty? After
Grilling specialty. I can get pretty mean on a grill. I can grill some stuff up. One of my favorites is just a whole beef tenderloin. So you can go to the grocery store and get the whole beef tenderloin and marinate it. And I do like half soy sauce, half Worcestershire, and half Italian dressing. Marinate that thing overnight, and then put it on the grill. Get all the sides charred on the open fire. Pull it off the open fire, and keep putting that marinade on it. Flipping it very regularly so it can, heat throughout. You got to get it to 122 degrees internal temperature. Money every time.
You don't use beer as a marinade.
Never use beer.
I asked Kip Moore that once. I asked Kip Moore once that question. He pretty much told me I was a fool for doing that. So I've stopped doing that. I do it with chicken a lot.
Chicken, yeah, I can see that. I've never done it. I need to look at that. I know a lot of people that do it.
It kept it more moist. That's about the only thing. It tastes like beer. It just kept it a little bit more moist.